coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Bankypound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Let's go, let's get it, man. We on the road to 150K. As soon as we get 150K, man, we're gonna have another meet and greet. It's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be better, it's gonna be crazier, it's gonna be an extravaganza. So go out there today, man, and get some subs, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their aunties, their uncles, their nieces, their nephews, their brothers, their sisters. Come over here, because this is where we supposed to be. You heard me? We trying to reach them and teach them. Catch them and save them. Let's go, let's get it, man. I appreciate y'all. Man, this story today, I'm going to tell y'all, I spoke about this person before, but I didn't go into this part of the story, but I'm going to go into this part of the story just because, just to let y'all know how crazy penitentiary can really be. This story is about a white dude that I knew, man, when I was locked up, man. I was on Power 10, right? I talked to y'all about this dude before. White dude, I'm just going to say his name was Danny. You know what I'm saying? So, Danny was one of them type of dudes that stayed into gambling. He liked to gamble. He liked to gamble, but he ain't had that type of money. He wasn't built like that. But he liked to play the parlays. He liked to gamble. Then he get late. Then he get to the point where he try to run little small parlays just to make him some money so he can play the big parlays, right? This is what you call flimflammery. You understand me? So this is what he was into. But he'll think that he could put the line out. You got to put a line out for the parlay. Like, they give points, they give odds, they give all this. So if you don't really know the sport, you really don't know what you're doing. So Danny would try to read the line, think he know the line, put a little ticket out, and then every now and then he you know, the parlay man, all they do is collect money, collect money. They pay out way less than they collect. This is what makes the parlay be able to run. But Danny would try to run a line and put it out, but every now and then he'll be wrong and he'll get hit. And now he owe money and he ain't got the money to back it. That in the penitentiary will get you to Bethlehem. Hey, dude's gonna light you up, right? Okay, here go the thing with Danny though. Danny was a young white dude at the time, old country, you know, white boy, you know, trailer park type white boy, little mullet, all this and all that. But they had some gangster white dudes on the block. And they used to always be trying to jig with him, play with him, act like he was a boy or they could turn him into a boy. He would never put up a whole lot of resistance. Like, man, stop playing, stop playing. They grab him all on the bud, do all this, and he'd be like, man, you better stop. But he wouldn't do nothing. That ain't the type of playing you do in the penitentiary unless you on the verge of being turned out. You on the verge of being made into a boy. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say the two white dudes' name, but it was two white dudes. They used to handicap, but these white dudes was respected. Both of them was respected. Both of them was solid dudes, and they used to be treating Danny like that. So Danny used to be, like I say, and he had a real bad habit, man. He had some type of, I don't know if you call it sleep apnea or whatever, but he had a real bad sleeping joint where he was hard to wake up. They'll be doing count and stuff like that in the morning, and they'll be like banging on his door, banging on his door. He won't wake up. They'll actually have to open the door, go in there, shake him to wake him up, right? So in the penitentiary, this is dangerous if you sleep that hard. Danny done ran parlays before and slept so hard that when they busted doors in the morning, if you not coming out, you get up and lock your door back. But if you don't pull your door closed, it's not locked. Danny sleeps so hard, he used to be sleeping in his cell like that. And dudes have opened his door, went in there and robbed him, took everything he had, took the parlay money, took this, took that, and he ain't even wake up. Right? This is how hard he sleep. Crazy in the penitentiary. You know, but I don't know if that was something that he couldn't control or what. But this has happened to him plenty of times. He come out, man, somebody took my stuff, man. I'm telling you, man. But he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna bust a grape. He ain't gonna bust a grape. You know, he soft as cotton candy, right? Now you had the freak Bammers to see the other white boys touching on them, feeling on them, and playing them sex games with them. That's what they call sex games, gunshots. You don't play them type of games, man. When you playing them type of games in the penitentiary, somebody trying to feel you out. So the dudes that was booty banded see dudes playing with them like that, now they down on them. So you actually had this one dude, I ain't even gonna call his name. He used to go in Danny's cell in the morning when Danny was knocked out and sleep, and put the curtain up in his cell, a single cell. Put the curtain up and sit down there and masturbate off of Danny and on Danny. And then clean himself up, take the curtain down, and leave. And Danny wake up with all the Danny be like, what you? He don't know what's going on, but other people know what's going on because other people done peep the move. Then one of them white boys hipped him and told him what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. I'm just like, painting this picture for y'all. This is the type of dude he was. You understand? He's soft, but he getting by because he got an all right personality and he'll laugh things off. But dudes was really at him trying to do some things to him, some freaky stuff to him. And every time he get late, he in a situation where he got to go bar, he got to do this or do that, because somebody that win that parlay, they may not be into this, that, and the third. They want their money and they down on them. They ready to hurt them. You understand? So it came a point in time where somebody went in his cell and took all his money. He had did all right on the parlay for about a week. You do all right on the parlay about a week and you running the parlay, you got some money. You know, you done hit, I mean, you done collected, and ain't nobody hit, then you done built up a whole little surplus in your cell. So somebody went in there and took all this stuff. Just so happened when they take all this stuff, somebody hit the parlay and they want their money. The dude who hit the parlay, a gangster, he ain't trying to hurt nothing. He don't want nothing. He want his money. Danny ain't got the money. So now he running around nervous. The dude tell him, you don't get my money, man, by tomorrow, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do something to you. So he know the dude serious. He know the dude ain't nothing to be played with, so he don't know what to do. So he get desperate, right? He go to one of the white boys that's thorough. They keep on playing with him, acting like he want to, turn him out or nothing. And he call his bluff. He tell the dude he'll let him do it to him if he take care of the bill. So he can stay out here on the yard. He ain't got to check in or he ain't got to go to war. Why? Because he ain't ready for war. So the other white dude, the gangster white dude, take him up on it. Like, okay, you getting it up, he taking it. So evidently they set it up, played it off. When dudes go on the record, whatever, they go in the cell, put the curtain up, and the dude try to do what he tried to do. Evidently Danny wasn't ready for what he thought he was ready for and couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So the dude tell him, then go ahead on and give me oil. So Danny telling him, man, I ain't, you know, sucking your, I ain't doing that. I can't do that. I can't do that. He said, man, you gonna let me do that? Why you can't do it? He said, that's different. I can't do that. I can't do that. So he tells Danny, well, go ahead on and, masturbate. So then Danny say, what? He said, yeah. Well, Danny said, well, I ain't gonna look at it. He turned his head and he do it. Right? All right. He take care of the bill for Danny. Danny cool. Danny tell him, idle, weak threat. If you ever tell anybody this, I'm gonna kill you. Right? Dude laughing off like, yeah, whatever. I ain't gonna tell nobody, man. That between us, woo, woo, woo. He goes straight out and tell the other gangster white boys. So then they laughing and joking about it. They tell a couple other people, this how the story get out. So Danny, when they get back to Danny, people saying that he did this. He like, man, I ain't do nothing, man. But he don't do nothing to the dude who put the story out. He don't do nothing to the dude who's involved in the story. He don't do nothing to the dude who everybody said this is who you did it with. He don't do nothing. He just run around acting crazy, talking and don't do nothing. Shut down for a little while. Don't play no parlays. Keep staying in the cell. This is what made, if you ask me, what made them other dudes start going in the cell, masturbating on them, stealing and stuff, all that. They was going in there taking the stuff at first, but then when the freaking stuff started was after this rumor had came out. And it really wasn't a rumor. It was definitely true. Because if in the penitentiary, if somebody put something like that out about you and it's not true or whatever, you're going to have to draw blood. If you don't draw blood, it's already believable. It's already believable. You see what I'm saying? So, now, mind you, Danny was young. He was young. He probably like 21, 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? He young, but there ain't no excuse. You in the penitentiary, man. People playing with your manhood. Either you gonna stand up or you not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about this side dudes was playing with him. Then you had the dudes on there like suicide and other dudes. These dudes real live booty bandits. These dudes down on him there because they think he vulnerable. They think he weak. Dudes like Plaque and all this filling off. Man, stop it, man. But he don't do nothing. He laugh it all off. You understand? Okay, so fast forward. Um, I leave, get transferred, whatever, whatever. That was the last time I saw him, right? Evidently, he went home and was home for some years and came back. So now I'm on Greensville. The story that I just told y'all, the whole scenario I just told y'all, that's in the late 90s. Now I'm on Greensville in the 2000s. He come back. I see him. They move him in the block with me, right? He looked familiar, but I'm not sure. But when I heard him talk, I know it's him. So I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. When I first see him, he going off. He talking tough, talking everything, screaming on the people in the booth. Uh, I ain't got my toilet paper in the cell. Ain't no bad stuff in the cell. I ain't got no sheets, no blanket. Y'all better get somebody over here or lock me the F up. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all don't know. Like he a gangster, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, man, hold on. Ain't this the same guy that I was on it? It's crazy to me. This is how dudes will try to redefine themselves because he been going out the system for a while. He not on the same prison. He around the younger dudes. He gonna say, I've been locked up before. I ain't new to this. Even though he a white boy, he know the penitentiary lingo. He know how to move. He know how to talk. He know, you know what I'm saying? He know what's going on. He know the lay of the land. Like I tell you all the time, a lot of dudes be deep in the penitentiary, but they got the rules missing. He know the rules because he been around real gangsters. He been around real head busters, real Bethlehem pushers. He know. So he projecting that on the younger people. He moved in the cell with a younger dude. Young dude, but there's a black dude. But he going in there like, I'm a vet. I did time. I've been down, man. This is my second bit, third bit, or whatever the case may be. Right? So when I run into him and he acknowledge who I am, he see me speak to him and everything, I speak to him. I don't get into that. I ain't trying to expose him. I ain't trying to talk about him. I ain't trying to put his business out there. That ain't penitentiary rules. I don't care what you do. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna speak on it, right? But I know this information, and he know I know this information. The thing that blew me was he trying to act like I don't know this information. He talking to me like he a real gangster. What's up, big man? I remember you. Like I don't remember what was going on when we was on this other institution. But I don't say nothing. Even to him, I don't say nothing. I keep it to myself. I keep it G. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, ooh. He started trying to run little poker games. He down there talking tough and everything. And some of them little young black dudes ready to try him, but he talking so gangster like, you gonna have to kill me? I ain't the average white boy. I ain't going for none of that. You gonna play in my game, everything gonna have to be straight across the board. And I'm like, man, what? I'm like, man. And some of them was scared. They was shook up. They didn't know. They was uncertain. Is he one of them type of white boys, or is he? They don't know. So he was getting away with this, getting away with it, man. But I think he felt like his time was running out because some of them youngers was getting ready to get at him. Because, like I tell you, in the penitentiary, you're not gonna be able to talk your way through. You're gonna have to show and prove, right? He talked like he got that Bethlehem of somebody put their hands on me, they better be willing to die. I'm gonna stab them, they're gonna have to stab me. Woo woo. He talking all of that type of tough stuff. So dudes was a little nervous, but I think he felt the pressure. I think dudes was plotting on him. I found out later they was getting ready to take him out. So he pulled a check-in move, screamed on the CO, cussed the CO out, threatened the CO about some foolishness. All that is a check-in move. That's a veteran move. He was trying to get up out the block. It worked. They locked him up, take him up out there. Woo, woo, woo. So he gone. Right. So in my mind, at this point in time, I had already seen this type of transformation before, where dudes is this on this camp, and then they come to this camp, and then they act like they somebody else because people don't know them. Wada. I seen it before, so it won't really shocking to me. You understand? So I had been around by this time. I had been around the likes of Teaspoon and all. I know dudes that changed their whole character, their whole makeup. I know they'll do that, but I hadn't seen a white boy do it. But then I seen Danny doing this, but it was just all the same to me. So Fast forward. Years later, where am I? Oh, I'm on Greensville reentry, right? Getting ready to go home. I done made parole after 33 years. Gunshot. Oh, Lord. So, I get moved from Nottoway to go to reentry. I go to reentry on Greensville. So, I'm in the reentry block. Not in the reentry block. I'm in the intake block with Booker. I'm with Booker. I'm with Booker, waiting to go to get moved, processing, and then go over across the yard to the reentry jump, right? Lo and behold, who come in there? You got it. Danny. Danny. So now he went from a mullet to a whole head of hair to now he got a shaved head, tattoos in his head, tattoos all over. He in there, he walking like he tough, and and I see him, I say, hey, he look familiar. When I heard him talk, I know who he is because his appearance has changed. He older. You talking about all the way from back in the late 90s, from the time I first knew him to now I'm making parole in 2020. So you're talking a long time, you know what I'm saying? So he looked different. He older. He'd been on the street again and back and again. So now when I see him, I acknowledge it's him. I see how he walking around, acting tough and gritting and this, that, and the third. And then somebody say, he's an AB. I say, what? It's an AB, Earned Brotherhood. You don't run into too many of them in this Virginia penal system. If you do, they don't really be, shouting at the top of their lungs they're AB because, they gonna get crushed. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get annihilated. You know what I'm saying? Decimated. You know what I'm saying? Demolished. So, but they were saying, man, dude say, yeah, AB, woo, woo. So then when I get a little close up on him, when the doors open, I see it is him. I can peep it's him. He peep it's me. He pull up on me, talk to me, what's up, what, fist bump, whatever. He tell me off the top. He said, yeah, man, man, I'm an AB now, man, you know what I'm saying? I said, yo, what? He said, I'm AB, man, brotherhood, man, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, but, I know you from way back in the day, so it's all right. Because in ABs, they don't even supposed to talk to black people. They don't supposed to deal with black people. In actuality, they supposed to take a black person's life. They don't supposed to take nothing from a black person, eat with a black person, sail with a black person. None of that. But you an AB though. And you talking to me. And then you asking me for stuff, man. I ain't got nothing. I just got here, man. You got a extra bowl or woo. I don't even take offense to the fact that he said AB because I know that what you used to be. You know what I'm saying? I know what you used to be. And the AB back then stood for a boy. Now you AB Earned Brotherhood. You understand? So I knew, but I don't, cause I ain't never really had no problem with him. So I give him a little bowl, whatever, woo. And he was like, boom. But I'm like, hey, you a AB. I mean, what made you want to do that? He was like, no, I'm just saying where I was at, right? When I left there, I went here, I got back locked up, I got out again. I don't remember the last time I saw you, but now, I went and did time somewhere else and I was around them and that was the only way that we was current, man. And then I just got into it, man. So that's how I live now. I'm AB, man. I'm known, I'm connected all over. Woo. I'm like, ain't no need in my mind, I'm like, what you telling me this for? Yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. And I ain't tripping about no ABs or nothing, cause they ain't gonna do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So this is what he was proclaiming there. So he had a couple of little dudes in there shook, but you got to understand, we in the transition zone. You got dudes that's going home, you got dudes that's going to reentry. Ain't nobody really looking for no drama unless drama is looking for them. You know what I'm saying? But he in there acting hard, acting tough, walking around like he a tough white boy. He built like a sack of potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Only thing he got going is the bald head and the tattoos and talking tough. And dudes feel like he done did some time because he got a little age on him and he said he been doing time. So like I say, normally a dude gonna respect the fact that you been doing some time because they know if you survived, if you ain't walking around, if you ain't no boy, if you ain't got no whole lot of cuts on you, you ain't got no colostomy bag, you ain't got no one eye, they know you done survived, and you done survived fairly well. So dude's gonna give you some type of respect off the top. But I say all that to say this. This will let y'all know how complex the penitentiary is. You went from being a boy, because that's what you was. If you played with somebody else, junk, or bent over to let somebody even attempt to do something to you, you was a boy. You understand? But now you are AB. Now you earn brotherhood. Now you this, that, and the third, and you a gangster. So that's why I tell you, dudes talking ain't gonna get it in the penitentiary, because you could act tough and talk tough and everything, and that only be your whole persona. But somebody gonna pull your card to see if you real or if you faking. It's just the way it is. Because you can have a dude that can fool you like that for years, like they solid, like they like that, like they'll do something. But then when you go to bust a move on, they'll pull a check-in move, or either they'll run, or either they'll fold up like a lawn chair. So the whole time I'm looking at him, it was kind of like in my mind, I'm like, man, if people only knew. I ain't tell nobody, because that ain't what I do. I don't want to be spreading rumors and carrying bones. I don't do that. But in my mind, he knew I knew. And the thing about it was, he still was acting like I didn't know this stuff. Like I didn't know this about him. He talking to me as if he a real live gangster and then he a real AB, when I know your whole history. I almost wanted to ask one time, Daddy, you know I know you right. You know I know you. And what happened, you know what I'm saying? How dudes used to pet you on you. You know I know this, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but it just was crazy to me, man, how you could go from being an AB, A boy, to being an AB, brotherhood. This happens in the penitentiary. Time and location, people will reinvent themselves and make you think they somebody that they not. You know what I'm saying? To try to get away from their past, to try to get away from who they was or the things they done. But one thing about the penitentiary, man, you can't go nowhere where don't nobody know you. The longer you stay, somebody know you. You know what I'm saying? Now, true indeed, dudes will lie on you, because that's the penitentiary. They will do. I'm telling you this about him because I know it's not a lie, because I was actually right there. I was actually right there. You see what I'm saying? So I know the whole story. So I don't know if it's in his mind he felt like where he don't know, or woo woo woo, or where he might not have been there during that time, or I was there a different time. I don't know what he thought, but I knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So this just to give y'all this story, man, just to let y'all know penitentiary is off the chain, man. And people would do anything to survive. Do I believe in my mind that he probably liked that he was really like gay or not? Nah, I don't. I believe he was such a coward that he didn't want to get hurt, that he would choose to do that opposed to going to war. And to me, that's a level of cowardness, man, that's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? It's unacceptable. For you to give up your manhood instead of fight, to me, is unacceptable. I can't judge nobody else for what they want to do or how they want to carry, but to me, that's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? Death before dishonor, man. Death before losing your manhood. If that's the way what the options is, that's what you take. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel personally, if you lose your manhood, then you dead already anyway. You'll never be a man again. And to me, he was never a man again. Not in my eyes. I treated him with respect as a dude that I did time with, and he won't out of pocket with me, so I'm not gonna come out of pocket with him. But far as looking at him as a man, no, I never did. I never did. Not after what I knew about him. I never looked at him as a man. I just looked at him as a dude that did some time. But anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all that, man, because like I say, it be a lot of pump faking going on in the penitentiary, man. There's a lot of skeletons in there too. I know another story I might tell y'all about it, man, about somebody I knew did similar story like that in there, and I ran into him out here. Y'all be surprised when I ran into him out here what he was actually doing. But y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love, TBPA Nation, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Everybody that's on that membership, man, big love, big love. I got to give you a round of applause. Salute. If you ain't got the membership, shame on you, blame on you, man, because we getting it popping over there, man, and we going raw dog, and I call names and everything over there, depending on the situation. But Anyway, man, y'all get with it, man, and make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. They help the channel grow. If we get 150K, man, before my birthday, man, we're going to do something real special, including the meet and greet. So, let's get it. Let's go. TBP Nation, stand up, man. We out here. Salute. We gone. Bye.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.